Hello everybody, this is Brisbane05Blaster here, and yes, we're here at our first match of this international tournament here. That means the Brisbane05Blaster World Cup. And we have Sweden up against Brazil. Of course, our first opening match of this tournament. And I really can't wait for this, man. This match is going to be amazing and it's going to be interesting here. So, I really can't wait. So, yeah. But first, let's just talk about these two teams. Sweden are pretty mediocre, I would say. They're pretty mediocre, and they were not they didn't have pretty good talented players until Zlatan Ibrahimovic came. Zlatan came, and then he probably got Sweden to a pretty good position here. But whereas Brazil, oh my goodness, Brazil had talented players like Romario. They have Donga. They have Pele, Zico, Socrates. Then they have Kaká, R9. Don't forget Ronaldinho, of course. Neymar. So many talented Brazilian players. So it's pretty hard for them to lose here. But we don't know. Anything can happen because this is soccer. So let's just go and see the similarities and differences for these sides in the studio. Yes, it has been a while that I'm saying this word, because normally I do it in tournaments. But however, there are going to be some few changes here for these sides. So, really can't wait. Just go to the studio and get everything prepared. So here's the analysis for Sweden and Brazil here. Pretty good teams, these two sides. But you got to see how many matches they've played here. So as you can see right below, Sweden and Brazil have played 15 games. Whereas Sweden has only managed to win 2 games against Brazil, whereas Brazil, as usual, dominated 10 games. And 3 of the matches were in stalemate. So, yeah. However, this time, in this studio, we're not going to add trial matches because it doesn't make sense to add trial matches in an international tournament, whereas in club tournaments, we're adding trial matches because to improve clubs, pretty much basically move the clubs at the next level, I would say. But yeah, that's all I have to really say here. But we're just going to go to the team management to make some changes here. So, BRB. So here's the starting lineup here for Sweden. And of course, we're going to make some changes here. So as you can see, here are the starting lineup for Sweden. Magnus Hedman, Olof Mellberg, Patrick Andersson, Joachim Jocklund, Magnus Svensson, Lojongberg, Andersson, Alexanderson, Gilby, and Larson. And Osmanovsky. So they have pretty good, decent players. But, however, I'm going to make some pretty good changes here. You see Jorgen Peterson. Yeah, Jorgen Peterson here. And he's a pretty good, talented player here. So I'm just going to put Jorgen Peterson instead of Osmanovsky, just to make some good improvement at the striker department. But otherwise, Sweden is pretty good here. Now let's just get to the Brazil side. Or maybe, before we go to the Brazil side, let's just go to the... yeah, I just forgot about that. I just zoned out for a second. I have to basically go to the IGM to basically make some changes here. I think 4-3-3 would be a good formation here for Sweden, because think about it. It's like offense and midfield would be pretty good here. There's offense, midfield, and the backline would really help here for Sweden. And as for Brazil's side, we're going to get to that in a minute. So here's Brazil's side. Brazil has the like of Silva, Aparecido, Roque Jr., Moraes, Balletti, Da Silva, Rosa, Santos, Roberto, Ronaldinho, and Rivaldo. And they have pretty good players from the substitution here. So I'm pretty sure there wouldn't be changes here for Brazil. So we're just going to keep it that way. But we're going to go to the IGM. I'm pretty sure 4-4-2 formation would really help Brazil. No changes here. Just going to help them. So, yeah. So, I mean, come on. Because the midfield is like clunking, basically supporting each other. And there are 2 strikers on top and 2 backline defenders. So I have a feeling I can really trust these Brazilians here to probably get the job done over Sweden, but we don't know. But yeah, I think that's the changes I can make for Brazil. Or I don't know, just keep it at 4-4-2. I mean, there are no changes here for Brazil, but that's all I have to say here. Now let's get to the match here. I hope you really enjoy this. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and we're just going to get to the match after I say my final speech. And there you have it, folks. I made some important changes here for Sweden, just to really make things okay here. And Brazil, I think I could trust their defenders and midfielders and strikers. Because, I mean, they're pretty dominant from the start. They won like 5 titles here, 5 World Cup titles. So I'm not sure if they would need changes here. But Sweden, because they're a mediocre side and they're like the underdogs here against Brazil, I have to make some tiny changes here just to at least improve them. Improve the backline, improve the attack and midfield. So I really hope you enjoyed this. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And with that, we're going to go to our first match. Our first ever international match. And it's really going to be a crazy one. So trust me, it's really going to be a crazy one. And let's do it. Without further ado, let's start our inaugural international match. Here we are. The first match of the international tournament, the Brisbane05 Blaster World Cup. Sweden versus Brazil is going to be a pretty classic one. The dark horse team up against the favorites. I really hope you enjoy this one. Make sure to get some snacks ready, as this match is going to be good. Here we are, guys. We're at the Friends Arena, home ground for Sweden. Starting 11 for Sweden and Brazil. They still don't have their classic players here, but it all can change. The World Cup kicks off with Sweden kicking off. And Alex Anderson has it. Still Alex Anderson, pass it to Peterson. Peterson does a big cross, but Silva takes it. Still Sweden though. They still have the ball, but Moraes takes it. Moraes to Ronaldinho, Santos. Carlos de Silva. Carlos de Silva to Santos. Santos to Rivaldo. This could have been offside, but still Brazil managed to keep it on. And what a chance that was here for Brazil. First corner of the game. Carlos de Silva is going to take the corner. Will this be a goal here from Brazil? That was a wonderful header, but Hedman saves it. Hedman all the way kicks it to Peterson. Peterson. But Roque Jr. takes it. Roque Jr. passes it to Carlos de Silva. Svensson tackles him. Alex Anderson has it. Alex Anderson to Peterson. But Apriscido takes it. But still with Sweden, Joklund has it. Rosa takes it. Rosa to Santos. Santos to Ronaldinho. It's still with Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho does a big kick. What a chance that was. Still with Brazil, but is that going to be a goal? No, it isn't. Because, Brazil are somehow pretty good at keeping their tiki-takas. And Apriscido. Or Hocus Pocus. Peterson. Peterson to Alex Anderson. Alex Anderson to Svensson. Svensson does try to do a step over. This could be a potential chance for either of these sides to get the lead. Santos. Santos to Rivaldo. Rivaldo shoots from long range, but what a save from Hedman. And a second corner here for Brazil. Carlos de Silva, as usual, the corner kick specialist. That was a weak corner, to be honest. Alright, still with Sweden. Or Brazil, I would say Roberto. Roberto can shoot, but Hedman saves it again. Third corner already for Brazil. Still with Carlos de Silva with the corner kick. And that was a wasted one. It was going nowhere. Anderson to Svensson. Svensson to Jalby. Majalby. Jalby passing it to Lawson. Lawson shoots, but it was anyway going to go off target, but somehow Silva saves it. And it's a corner kick for Sweden. Svensson takes it, but Moraes. Still with Lojangba, but Moraes again. Roberto does a big kick. And Svensson has it. But he's going to be tackled by Rosa, so it's not going to be like he's going to have it all day. Rocky Jr., Rosa, Moraes, Rocky Jr. again. Majalbi takes it. Still Majalbi, but he passed it to Peterson. Peterson does a big cross, but the keeper went for it. But it's still with Sweden. That's a pretty bad kick from Silva. Santos has it, passed it to Carlos de Silva. Then to Ronaldinho. But Melberg takes it. Melberg does a big cross to get it out of danger. And it's with Majalbi. Majalbi does a step over but Roque Jr. with a good take. But is it with Sweden? Yes, it is. Larsson takes it. What a good step over. And Silva takes it. Sorry. Too much of coughing here, but try to keep it down. Brazil has it. Ronaldinho. Sweden can somehow try to go for a last-ditch defense. Can they? They do. And it's going to be halftime with both the teams deadlock at 0-0. Sweden and Brazil are like kind of together. They're basically trying to improve. Or I have a feeling one of these sides could actually go to the quarterfinals or maybe go in penalties. But look at Brazil. Brazil dominated the shots, 5 shots on target. I mean, no surprise because they're the favorites. But Sweden, 2 shots on target. They won only 1 corner. Brazil has won 3. But it could be surprising here, as I'm probably going to make some changes that could give an impact. So we just don't know. Alright, I'm going to make some changes, so we'll be right back for the second half. We're back here for the second half. With both these sides locked at 0-0. This match can get interesting. Now Ronaldinho starts the kickoff. And now Brazil, as I made changes here, Svensson goes and Mile comes in. Moraes goes and Junior comes in. And as you can see, Brazil has the possession, but Mile takes it. Good touch from him. Larsson shoots, but Silva saves it. Second corner already here for Sweden. They kick it. Can this be a header? This could be a chance. Alexandersson shoots, and what a goal! That's exactly what Sweden needed. They kept on knocking, and they finally got a goal. This can potentially be an upset here. What was Brazil doing? The defenders fell down, and Alexandersson got an opportunity to score on one-on-one against the keeper. And with that, Brazil trail. But what a shot from Alexandersson. This is interesting here. This match can go interesting. So, if you're watching, don't go anywhere because we can potentially have an upset. Jalbi passed it to Larsson, but gets deflected. Now Alexandersson passed it to Mile, then to Ljungberg to Larsson. Larsson shoots, but Silva saves it, and that's their third corner. But man, Alexandersson. This could be a chance for second, but this time Brazil manages to get it away. Now Santos. They need to do it quickly because they're trailing. But Anderson takes it, pass it to Mile, pass it to Alexandersson. Still Alexandersson, pass it to Peterson. Peterson does a good cross. Could this be second? No, but Silva takes it. 5 saves already for him. Yeah. I'm coughing because this match is interesting. I'm sorry, I'm just choking, I would say. How do you put this? It's just choking because this match is getting a bit interesting. Santos have it. Still Santos doing a hocus pocus. Then doing a step over. But Jonklund takes it. I pass it to Larsson. Still Larsson. Larsson does it again. Larsson. Does he go for the cross? He does. But the keeper this time stands for it. So I'm not that surprised. Because 100% when any of them cross, they're not going to concede. The goalkeeper cannot concede if they just go straight for it. Now Rivaldo has it. He shoots, but Hedman saves it. This could be a chance here for Brazil to equalize. But still Hedman saves it. Carlos de Silva is giving everything. Or is it Roberto? It's Roberto. Roberto is trying to give everything to put Brazil in an equalizing position. Equalizing mode here, incoming. Sweden almost bottled, but still with Brazil. This could be a chance. Ronaldinho tried to shoot, but Hedman somehow pulled this off. This guy's a magician, Hedman. Not Ronaldinho, but Ronaldinho is a magician, but Hedman is actually. Jalby tries to shoot from long range, but Silva saves it. And now it's with Sweden. Sweden passes it to Santos. Santos to Roberto. But yeah, if you're actually confused here because of the yellow and blue kit, sorry to tell you, Sweden's yellow and Brazil's blue. Sorry here. Thank you. But yeah, look at how Brazil is. Just look. They're like giving opportunities after opportunities. Hedman, he saved 9 of them. And Brazil somehow does not do well in corners. Mild has it. Passes it to Jalby. Jalby to Peterson. Peterson somehow manages to keep the ball on. Peterson does it again, but Silva saves it. It was too close to the goalie, I can't lie. Moreira, Ronaldinho. Still Ronaldinho. But Jocelyn takes him. And this could actually be it. Jocelyn does a big kick. And I think it's gonna be it. It is. And we are at full time here with Sweden 1, Brazil 0. Shutout here from Hedman, of course, because he kept the clean sheet. But, of course, the man of the match goes to Alex Sanderson. As you can see, Brazil 9 shots on target. Sweden 8 shots on target. But they won 6 corners. Sweden won 3. Still dominate the ball possession, but it doesn't matter because Sweden have surprisingly upsetted Brazil. But I really hope you enjoy this, as this match got a bit crazier. And now I'll tell you why I did it in a friendly match. We're just gonna see. So just don't go anywhere. So as you can actually see, Sweden and Brazil, they actually won in the tournament. And I'll tell you who actually scored in the tournament here. It was actually Peterson. Of course, he scored the goal here for Sweden in the tournament, in the video which I tried to upload but failed. So they actually won in the tournament. So this is the reason why I did it in friendlies, just to actually match the impact. To match basically the impact on how the tournament should be. Because if the opponent team wins it, like if they get it like a revenge or so in the friendly match, it doesn't even make sense. It won't even match in the tournament. So that's the reason why I did it in a friendly match, and it has to match with the tournament. Like, if Brazil won in the tournament, and if I recorded it and still didn't manage to upload it on time, or failed, you have to do it a friendly match, and it has to be a team winning, the same team winning. Because if they already won, then, and if you're like doing a video of some team doing that, it just doesn't make sense. And if you record another team winning in a friendly match, it doesn't make sense because you can't record them like the team who won in friendly but who didn't actually win in the tournament, because it doesn't make sense. So yeah, that's the story here. I mean, this has not happened the first time. This has happened with Manchester United and Spurs match, in which I tried to upload but accidentally it was deleted. But this time it was sent into the photos in which I can't upload it. But now I think you already know the story because I've already sent it in YouTube community, so I hope you should understand this. But yeah, so Alex Sanderson is actually your first goal scorer, not Peterson here. I mean, Peterson, he's a baller. I mean, he's a pretty good Swedish baller. I mean, that's why he's making some good crosses. So I would say he's the best Swedish player, the super sub, I would say. But we're just going to see and find out if Sweden can do well in the quarterfinals. Because they managed to survive, managed to cause an upset against Brazil. And that's all I have here for you. I really hope you enjoy this. And our next game is going to be Argentina versus Turkey. And it's going to be a pretty classic game here. It's going to be a pretty good game here. Argentina versus the Turks. But yeah, I really hope you enjoy this. And we'll be back for our next FIFA game. Goodbye. Hello guys, we're back. And just as we witnessed, we have an upset of the decade. And that is Sweden beating Brazil. an underdog beating Brazil. We have our first dark horse team in the quarterfinals. So come to think of it, I'll tell you what happened here. So as I already did, I made a change here because their striker wasn't doing well. So I made a good change, and Peterson was actually the best striker here. He was in the subs. I brought him in, and because of him, he provided some good assists, tried to give Sweden a chance to knock opportunities. And opportunity somehow manages to knock it back as Sweden manages to score the goal through Alex Anderson. Thanks to Alex Anderson, Sweden manages to go through the quarterfinals. And yeah, it's been amazing here because normally we would have a strong team beating a strong team beating a weak team, but this time we have a weak team beating a strong team, and that too without Zlatan. So this is amazing. I mean, this is before Zlatan came, but that's still amazing. But of course, I really hope you enjoy this, and our next video will be the Argentines up against the Turks. So whoever wins that match will join Sweden in the quarterfinals. Yeah, they'll join Sweden in the quarterfinals. So I really hope you enjoy this. This is Brisbane05Blaster here, signing off.